Okay. Guys, I've just spawned in a plane and the plane wasn't there anymore, and now there's a tank. Maybe if I stay perfectly still. And nope, I'm out of here. And that was another excellent spawn.
I am Batman. I mean, average sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here. I hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing very well, actually. I have discovered the Chevron Reticle. And if you've been following my channel recently, you probably noticed that I've uploaded some videos with the Crosshair Reticle, the Post Reticle, and the Beam Reticle. And I mentioned in those videos that I had tried the Chevron Reticle before, but I wasn't too, impressed with it. Well, guys, I tried it again, and it might be my favorite reticle in the game. And basically, I put the reticle on, jumped into a game with some of my friends, and dropped 99 kills with the scout class. Now, some of those kills were obviously with trip bombs and pistols and stuff like that, but most of them were with my sniper rifle. And I'm using the SMLE Marksman with the Chevron sight. And oh my god, it was just amazing. I was so psyched. I was so hyped when I got done with the game to play another one with these, and I kept having good games. And I don't know what it is, because when I first look at this reticle, it's got that upside down V. See? The upside down V that comes to a point. When I look at it, it looks kind of unattractive to me. I don't know if you guys relate to what I'm saying, but sometimes I can look at something and just tell whether or not I'm going to like it. Now, the first time I looked at the Chevron reticle, I got the feeling like I'm not even going to like this, so I'm not even going to give it a chance. But I guess my initial feelings about that were totally wrong, because this reticle kicks ass, alright? And I've also used it since this gameplay on the Russian 1895 and the Gewehr 98, I believe. It works awesome on all of them. I mean, it's just a reticle, so it should work awesome. But I feel like my accuracy improved a lot. And I don't know if it was just the mood I was in or what. But since I was using the new reticle, I'm going to have to say that this reticle is actually magic. And it will make you better at this game. I'm just kidding about that. Please don't take it seriously. But sometimes, there might be actually a little bit of truth to that, because sometimes when you try something new in a game, it kind of gives you a fresh feeling about it. And if you have a good feeling about the game you're playing, a nice, fresh, good feeling, you're probably going to do much better at it. Just my opinion based on what's happened to me in the past. I feel like if I go into a game really wanting to play and learn something new, I end up doing better than if I'm just bored with the same old thing over and over. So maybe it's just that I was getting a little bored with the other reticles I was using, and this one was completely different, so it switched it up for me. I don't know, but all I can tell you, it was awesome. I was a little disappointed that I was only one kill away from dropping a triple digit 100 kill game with the scout class, but at the same time I couldn't be that upset about it, because I mean, come on, I dropped 99 kills. It was it was freaking awesome. And it's not like the best game in the world or anything like that, but it was really nice to be able to put a sight on my sniper rifle that I've never really used before, and just dominate with it. And that is exactly what happened in this match. So all the clips you're seeing are from the match that I'm talking about. They're not separate games, and it was Argonne Forest playing Operations. And I don't usually play Operations a lot. One of my friends was on with a couple people I hadn't played with before, and I hopped into their party and joined their Operations game. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I think I do. So you might see some more Operations gameplay from me later on, even though I'll probably always be mostly a Conquest guy. But overall, I really liked Operations. So overall, the Chevron reticle, I think it's amazing. I think it's totally amazing, and I'm probably going to be using it. Probably going to be using it a lot more, honestly. I'm really, really liking it. So at this point in the match, the enemies had a train, and I decided to do some teamwork and switch the assault class and work with my enemies to try and take the train out. We killed it pretty fast between everyone in my squad and me. We were using AT rocket guns, dynamites, anti-tank grenades, anything that could damage a vehicle we were using, and we ended up taking it out. So I did get a couple kills with my assault class right here while I was shooting at the train. I saw some enemies. I couldn't just let them live. I mean, I had to kill them. But we end up disabling the train, and the next time I spawn in, I could spawn back in as the scout and get back to work with the Chevron reticle. So out of all four reticles, I have to say the crosshairs will probably always be my go-to because the crosshairs probably give you the most precision. You know, you get that point in the center of the screen where the two crosshairs meet, and that is just dead center. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's just how it is. With these other reticles, some of it is a little bit guessy. I noticed with the Chevron reticle where the arrow is in the middle, you actually have to aim like less, just a little bit, like less than a millimeter right above it to get the perfect headshot on someone who's in range, which kind of messed me up a little bit when I was shooting people that were further away because I kept hitting like right below where I was supposed to hit them. But I eventually got used to it, and every time you try something new, it's going to be just a little different. But I think if you're looking for that perfect precision with your optics, then definitely go with the crosshairs. They're so thin and it's so easy to see your enemies even when they're far away because the crosshairs aren't thick like they were in Battlefield 4. I always disliked the crosshairs in Battlefield 4 because of how thick they were. Same thing goes for Battlefield Hardline and Battlefield 3. This is the first Battlefield I played where I've seen the crosshairs like super thin, like hair thin. I really, really like that. But we're talking about the Chevron reticle. This is a little thicker than the crosshairs, but overall, I think it's perfect. I mean, it is very accurate. You can definitely use it for precision once you get used to it. I found it worked best for me in close to mid-range. Almost every kill you see in this match is a close to mid-range kill with the SMLE, which I believe has a sweet spot between 40 and 80 meters, which means if you hit him in the upper chest, center mass hit, upper chest, you will get a one-shot kill if they're between 40 and 80 meters. Now, it's not as forgiving as the, oh my God, the Martini Henry. I almost forgot the name of that gun. It's not as forgiving as the Martini Henry because the Martini Henry will let you basically shoot them in the stomach between 30 and 80 meters and get that one-shot kill. I don't really like that too much. I know I've made a couple videos about the Martini Henry, which you can find on my channel if you look back a little bit. Probably over the past month, I've uploaded maybe 2 or 3 videos with the Martini Henry, and it's a good gun. But in my opinion, now that I've had the chance to play the game a little more, I think it is a little overpowered. It seems like it's way too easy to get those one-shot kills. And once again, guys, this is my opinion. Don't be like, oh my god, I hate you now because you said my favorite gun is OP. I feel like it's OP for me, okay? Maybe it's not OP for everybody, but I honestly feel like the gun's OP for me. It's just I aim, I shoot, I get the kill. With the other sniper rifles, I feel it's a bit more challenging having to go for the headshots, and that's kind of how I learned to play with Battlefield 4 is to go for the headshots, you know. So the sweet spots make it easier. The Martini Henry sweet spot is probably the best one in the game for close to medium range, and the second best sweet spot gun would be the one I'm using right here, the SMLE Marksman. So I hope that tells you guys everything you need to know about the Chevron reticle. And I know I went off topic on a couple other things, but get out there and try it. Upside down V, definitely very cool. Not the prettiest looking reticle in my opinion, but it really does the job. And man, if this gameplay doesn't prove it to you, I don't know what will. It definitely proved it to me. And I'm still using the Chevron reticle. I hope they add more reticles into the game and give us a little more selection, which is the next thing I want to talk about. So I'm pretty much done talking about the Chevron reticle. If that's the reason you clicked on this video, feel free to stay if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. If you want to know more about the Chevron reticle, then this is about it. So I'm going to talk about a couple different things from here on out. I completely just forgot what I was going to talk about. Let me let me think a little bit here. This happens to me all the time. Oh yeah, I was talking about the sweet spots and about the overpower. Oh yeah, the content in the game. All right, I've heard a lot of people say that the content in the game is a little lacking. Now the game is pretty new, so it doesn't surprise me there's not that much content. But in Battlefield 4, you could customize things a lot more. So do you guys think it's not really a content issue, but it's more of a customization issue? You cannot customize your guns with all the scopes that you want. You can't put a 5, 6, 8, or 10 times scope on the SMLE or the Gewehr 95, even though they're sniper rifles and they're not DMRs, which is basically unheard of. What do you guys think? Do you think you should be able to fully customize your sniper rifles however you want? Honestly, I'm kind of liking the way they're doing it now. but I wish they, because it gives each gun a unique feel. That's why it gives each gun a unique feel. But I really wish they would do something where you have more customization for the optics, the attachments, maybe something like that. So I want more customization, but I don't necessarily want them to just completely open it up and give us everything like in Battlefield 4. Because honestly, that can be confusing to a new player. To pro players, they know this attachment's going to work great for this gun. I've used it before. This attachment, not so much. This gun's not really made for this attachment because it's a long range gun or it's a short range gun, and this is a long range attachment. You don't want to put probably an ACOG sight on a light machine gun when you're shooting people far away. That's just an example. Maybe you do. I don't know. But I don't think I would. But for new players, a lot of people coming over from Call of Duty, all that customization and attachments that you have can be a little scary. So I like that the attachments, the optics you can put on your gun are basically all optics and attachments that will work for that gun without messing you up. Like, why am I missing my shots? What's going on here? Because you customized the gun wrong. So I do kind of like it that they made everything a little more everybody kind of has the same thing. It's like a balance issue. Everybody's kind of balanced out with the gun that they're using. You're not going to have people running around because they're idiots and don't know how to customize a gun right, going super negative, because you basically can't do that. But at the same time, I mean, I don't think it would hurt to give us a little more options for what we can do. Let's put some more reticles in the game for the sniper rifles. Let's, instead of the magnification is great, but maybe let's give a choice between some different optic attachments. I don't know, some scopes that look a little different, because even though looks don't really change the way the game plays, they can kind of make people interested. A lot of people play a game for a few months and then maybe move back to their favorite game, or this and that. So the more customization, the more options they add in, the more players will stick around and keep playing the game, in my opinion. I definitely love the game and will keep playing it regardless of what they add in, as long as they don't break it somehow, which I don't think would be possible, but who knows? We've seen crazy stuff happen before. But I would definitely like to see some more customizations. But what do you guys think about that? I want to know. I love reading you guys' comments, and I think they're really interesting. In fact, a lot of the comments help me learn things about the game, because people will comment, "Hey, did you see this new game mode? Hey, they just did this in a patch." Stuff that I don't know. Because even though I'm a YouTuber, I pretty much just stick to sniping and making videos about that. I don't really follow a lot of other YouTubers with Battlefield news, so sometimes there can be updates and patches that come out, and I won't even know that they changed something until I go in the game and use it myself, because I'm more of a hands-on learner. I like to learn things just by being in the game, by playing the game, and figuring out what's different. But every now and then they'll come up with a patch that completely changes something, and somebody will tell me in the comments. They'll be like, they actually did this, and it really helps me out, because then I can be like, oh, okay, that's why that was different, or I had no idea. Most recently, I heard that they added a new game mode in called Line of Sight. Thank you for that comment, by the way. I saw it from the comments in my last video. That's basically for snipers and medics, and it puts the health like it is in hardcore mode, but you still have your HUD, your mini-map. You see the names of people when you kill them. You can spot people. It's basically just the bullets do more damage, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. I heard the respawn time is about 25 seconds in between life and death. I can only assume that's to encourage medics, but I think I'm going to go online and I'm going to try this game mode out. Maybe I'll make a video about it so you guys can learn a little bit more. But yeah, definitely. And if you haven't tried it already, get online and try it. I hear it's called Line of Sight, but I'm about to go on right after this video and check more into it. So guys, reticle scope, customization, comments, new game modes, 99 kills, 28 deaths, coming in a little bit over a 3.0 kill death ratio. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. See you guys next time.